When two particles are entangled, they mirror each other right away, even if they're light years apart. In Islam, we're taught that the unseen world, al-ghaib, connects everything.
Two particles at opposite ends of the universe can still seem to mirror each other instantly, as if space and time were never really in control. This is what science calls quantum entanglement. And then, almost quietly, a verse echoes across centuries. And to Allah belongs the unseen of the heavens and the earth. Surah An-Nahl 1677. Long before modern labs had the words, the message was already there. What we call distance, what we call separation, may only exist in what we can see. Because behind the surface of matter, there may be something deeper, an unseen connection, a hidden order, a command that keeps everything in place.
This video is not for you if you're not into quantum physics. Keep scrolling. This is also quantum physics explained through an Islamic lens, so keep scrolling even more if that's not what you're in. So quantum physics studies how the tiny parts of creation behave. That's atoms, electrons, photons. When scientists looked closer, they realized that reality is not solid. Things don't behave logically. They even change when observed. It's as if the universe is constantly being commanded into existence. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Yasin that His command, when He intends a thing, is only that He says to it, be, and it is. In quantum physics is noticing that command in the tiniest levels. In quantum mechanics, something can exist in two or more states at the same time until it's observed. An electron isn't here or there, it's both. We see one version of events, one dimension, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees all possibilities, all outcomes, and all at once. There's also my favorite, entanglement. When two particles are entangled, they mirror each other right away, even if they're light years apart. It's like they share this unseen connection that's before time and space. In Islam, we're taught that the unseen world, al-ghaib, connects everything. It goes for angels, energies, the souls of believers. They all exist in realms we can't see, but somehow they still influence us. Then there's the observer effect. In the double split experiment, particles acted differently once they were observed. Could awareness itself affect matter? This reminds us that consciousness is powerful and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made us with intention. Physics agrees that awareness and observation changes the outcome. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Ra'd, indeed Allah will not change a condition of a people until they change what is in themselves. Quantum physics shows that reality isn't random. It's very purposeful, highly interconnected. Every creation from light to matter to time is responding to divine laws, what I would call the sunnatullah. So when we're studying the quantum laws, we're not studying something new. We're just seeing the signs that it was always there. And here's one thing most Muslims need to understand. Quantum physics does not replace faith or iman. It confirms it. And the deeper we look into creation, the closer we are to our Creator.
Quantum physics was never meant to replace faith. If anything, it keeps circling back to it. What looks disconnected to the eye may never have been separate at all. And perhaps that's why the deeper we study creation, the more unity we begin to notice. As Jalaluddin Rumi once said, the lamps are different, but the light is the same. So, no, we are not discovering a new truth. We are only uncovering fragments of something that has always been there. And the deeper we go into the fabric of this universe, the clearer it becomes. Every hidden connection is not random, it is a sign, quietly pointing us back to the one who holds it all together.